With the transfer window about to open up at the beginning of January, there is rumors all over the place. Well, one of the big ones being dropped right now, could Sergio Ramos, who is now a free agent, be on his way to Manchester United? Let's talk all about it on this week's Point of View. We got this and so much more from your Week in Sports. I'm Bobby Mudson, and the man sitting beside me, he is Andre, 2/3 Fluffy C. Andre, how you doing this morning, brother?
Let's do it. I was doing that earlier, but yeah, I'm doing great, man. It's been a good week, man. Like it's been a good week. It's been a little cold here for the last few days. It's really sucked. But you know, you're the next province over. Yeah. You know how much it sucks right now. But otherwise, it's been really good. Life's been good. Been busy. Been keeping stuff. My furnace is breaking down slowly. We're down, but I'm getting that replaced on Tuesday, so life will be good. The furnace is still working. It's just working at very low efficiency, so it's like working very hard to keep our house from freezing. That's pretty much where we're at right now. It's been a good week. Life's been good. And lots of good news in the world of sports. Watched a little bit of wrestling last night. Watched some of that big dog corporation wrestling there last night for the first time in a long time because it's pretty epic. So I kind of had to watch that. But yeah, it was a good night. I'm watching Mythic Quest again from the beginning. So life's good. Life's good.
Well, it's good to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying it despite this, like you said, very, very crummy weather that we have had as of late. But you know what always warms me up, though, no matter how cold it gets here in Canada, is sports. As soon as I get fired up about sports, Andre, I get a belly full of heat and it warms me straight up. And right now I'm kind of all sorts of warmed up because Man United still sitting towards the upper half of the table. Very good chance we could end up in 6th or even 5th place, depending on the way things go for us tomorrow when we play Bournemouth. There's games to still be had here on Sunday and Monday before get the weekly Premier League table set in stone. But we are coming close to the end of 2025, which means the January transfer window will open up. And notoriously, teams aren't known for spending a whole lot during the January transfer window. Occasionally, you might get a player here or there, but there is a lot of rumors surrounding Manchester United. And now, Ruben Amorim has said a couple times that they aren't necessarily looking to spend in the January transfer window, but I think we need to spend in the January transfer window. And one of the names being tossed around right now is Sergio Ramos, who a lot of people on paper would say, okay, great player. He's done very well for himself. He's a little up there in age. He's not exactly one of the younger squad that we've been trying to build at Manchester United. But one of the things that our squad is lacking is a depth of experience, and the depth of experience that can then teach these young guys how it is to become exactly the level of stars that they were as well too. So with Sergio Ramos recently becoming a free agent and open to free transfer, this starts to get teams like Manchester United thinking, well, he's going to come with a big wage. Granted, you're going to have to pay him a big wage, but you have to pay most players a big wage these days. So do you balance it out by going, all right, we're willing to sacrifice the big wage to get this guy in at center back, help us solidify some of the things at the back that we need help with, and teach some of the young guys how to get better. And that's exactly what I feel Manchester United could and maybe should do this time. I haven't been big on us going after too many big name older players, especially if we have to splash a lot of cash for them. But with the tantalizing idea of a free agency on board with this one, I'm a little bit more inclined as a fan to say, you know what, bring him in. Let's get Sergio Ramos in. Let's see what he can do to help your Aiden Heavens of the world and your Lenny Euros of the world that need that experience. They're just young guys coming up at center back that need to be in amongst the likes of them. And even for that matter, even though Matthias de Ligt has been having a banger season for us, he's still only in his early 20s, like getting to the mid 20s, but he still could use that experience from someone like a Sergio Ramos to be able to help boost him up to that next level. And that's what we need. We need that strength at the back. And I think that Sergio Ramos can help provide that. And it will also, I think will also, by doing so, with him at the back and a little bit more experience at the back, our midfielders of Bruno and Casemiro won't be looking back as much to try to think about the defense. They won't be as worried about defense as they are right now with some of the inexperienced players there. So I think Sergio Ramos could be a great asset to us. Again, free is free, in my opinion. Wage or not, free is free. And I think that we should take him up on the opportunity to get him in here. There's all kinds of rumors about who Man United go for. We desperately do need midfield, even though Casemiro has stepped it up a bit. His age is starting to show at times. It's not gonna last forever. Bruno he's done his best in that position. It's not his natural position, but as the team captain, he's gone in there. But there is a lot of rumors, a lot of places we can strengthen. We could use some extra strength on the left flank in the center of the pitch. But where the positives have been, we have been better in defense this year. Not perfect, but better. Our goalkeeping has been night and day better, and our attack has been much better. It could be even stronger, but it has been much better. So a lot of positives to be said. As a fan, again, we're currently in 8th, game in hand, could go up to 6th, maybe 5th. 5th might be a stretch because goal differential probably going to kill us. But, for all our hardships, there's nobody that's really, other than Arsenal, there's no team this season that's really taken this Premier League by storm.
Yeah. Again, you talk about like the veteran presence to really shore and teach young guys, and you see that a lot in every sport. Again, it never hurts me. Again, I don't know Sergio Ramos' pedigree. I'm not a big footy fan, but like obviously he's pretty darn good if you're talking about him the way you are. Again, that can only benefit the young guys because again, you learn from experience, you learn from watching, they learn from playing with, because they learn how to move a certain way, learn how to adjust certain things to certain, because a veteran can kind of teach them what to do. And again, it's good to hear that that a team who's not been saying they're not willing to spend that might end up spending, because like I never understood not wanting to spend in free agency. It's like, do it. Max your cap out if there's a cap. Like get the right pieces in the right places to help you get the best you can. It's kind of crazy that you don't make those. They don't make those decisions. They're not willing to make that decision. Especially when you're saying their defense is really needing that shore up a little bit of a boost, right? It's surprising that they're saying that we're going in not willing to spend. That's surprising.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like it's, to his pedigree, this is a guy that's been to the Champions League. This is a guy who's played internationally for his home country. This is a guy who's been to every big dance you could think of. Big stadiums aren't going to intimidate him, anything of that sort. So he's the kind of guy that could end up being a leader. And right now they could use a couple more leaders there just to have him prepped. Even back in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, when he was in charge of Manchester United, there was always those players that were still. Whoa, my cats are going crazy on each other right now. What a show. But yes, back in those days with Manchester United, you always had those players that were a little bit more up there in age, but they were there to usher in the new players, to get the new players level-headed and prepared, because there's a mentality that comes with playing for a big team, especially the likes of Manchester United. And we do need it. I know a lot of people might think we don't need it, that we need to play the youth. And again, I don't think we need to bring Sergio Ramos in with the idea that he is the guy that plays every time. He doesn't even need to be the guy that starts every time, but we often will go up 1, maybe 2 goals in a game, and then we kind of kick back and we don't have the strength to really necessarily defend our leads. And if we had someone like a Sergio Ramos, maybe our ability to defend our leads would become stronger, and we wouldn't be slipping up and letting somebody like West Ham pull a point at the very end of the game by tying up a game with us. Maybe we'd be able to actually solidify these victories, which if we would have done that on a few more occasions, Manchester United would be sitting in the top 3 right now. It's that much of a difference right now that it's those small games where we allowed teams to tie it up near the end of the game or beat us for silly reasons that have cost us and allowed us to slip down the table just slightly. But it's within grasp. We can still reach the summit if we really put our minds to it and the right decisions are made in the January transfer window. And good morning to our good friend Bobby. Bobby Stats is here for the first time in a while. Good to see you, Bobby. Yeah, he is back.
I say something to the Stats man. Stats man, Your auto-drafted team is in the playoffs right now. It has been a dominant team in the fantasy league. I have done minor management for your team to make sure that it's been playing right position, like playing positions and everything. But yeah, your team has killed it. The team you haven't played with all year has done extremely well, sir. I'm going to tell you that right now.
There you go. Yeah, Bobby's been doing well all season long. I've been having a nice peaceful week off, to be honest. I got the bye week by placing first in the regular season, and yourself too. Right now it looks like, if according to the stats though, and I'm pulling that word, according to the stats, it looks like we might see Peggy and potentially STG make it through to the next round with us.
It's interesting because right now it's STG is projected to win by 5 points, but again, it's projected points, right? That's all projected points. Right now, Ed is in the lead, 29-11. STG has only played his kicker, who put up 11 points for him on his kicker, and then Ed, having Bijan Robinson put up almost just under 30 points for him, is amazing. So both have only played one so far. So that the game couldn't go any way. It's very tight. But as of right now, Peggy is in the lead, in reality, and the projected lead against Mr. Stats' auto-drafted team. So
that is true. And according to Bobby, the stats man was at a Christmas party last night with his girlfriend, Diane. Well, say hello to Diane for us as well, too. And yes, a Christmas party sounds fantastic. I was at my work function on Friday evening. It was a blast. And then last night we went to see my brother and his family. So we got to see our niece last night. So it's been a good time. It's a good season, you might say. And we got lots of seasonable sports to talk about. You know what's cool, Andre, is that sports just doesn't have a day off even now, especially with football on Christmas Day. I want to talk about that for a minute before we go to your next topic, because I'm a big fan of the fact that when it comes to the English Premier League, like we were just talking about, Boxing Day is our day. Boxing Day is the day where it's tons of games on Boxing Day. So it's notoriously footy day on Boxing Day. But now the NFL running on Netflix on Christmas Day, 2 games. I mean, I thought at first, when I first saw that, I heard people saying, what a bad idea. And I thought to myself, I'm like, no, it's a great idea. How many people sit around and watch 3 this time? Okay, 3. Nice. Austin, thanks for the like on YouTube, Bobby. Really appreciate you, my friend. So I thought about this, man, and it's like there's so many people that sit there and watch on Thanksgiving in the US and everything like that. So Christmas Day, okay. Yeah, a lot of the times people are doing their Christmas stuff, but a lot of families do that fairly early in the day, the presents, all that kind of stuff. So dinner comes later, and throughout the day when you're sitting there and you're having some eggnog and rum, or you're having whatever kind of Christmas drink with some figgy puddings and whatever else you eat at Christmas time, while you're sitting there with the fam all day, I mean, there's a good slight chance you're going to turn on the TV, and depending on your family, maybe you've watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 17,000 times too many at this point, and you'd rather sit around and watch a football game. So football on the NFL on Netflix on Christmas Day, I think was a game changer. I think it was fantastic of the NFL to do it. And kudos to all those players willing to get out there and bust ass on Christmas Day.
Yeah, again, I'm looking forward, because again, you think about it, it's like, oh man, these guys are playing Christmas Day, but like, these guys are making millions and millions of dollars. I think they can do Christmas on another day with their family. It's not like the worst comes to worst, you do Christmas on Boxing Day. But again, the money and the contracts that are out there. I heard over the last couple of weeks, we've been hearing about. Sorry to pull in the world of wrestling, but we've been hearing about Netflix and now Paramount Skynet. It's both trying to buy WB, and then you have the owner of AEW talking about how he's part of football. His father owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he is their head of like special events operations or something. And he works on like committees with the NFL and everything. And he says he's working with all of these networks and everything. And he looks at it and he says like it's just for the expansion into this world and reaching so many more people now. I know NFL does very well on television. It's some of the highest rated stuff on television. Simple as that. But Netflix has such a far reach, like 100 and well, I'm going to say like 130, 140 million homes or something like that Netflix is in. Or that's the amount of accounts that are out there. And just imagine how many actual homes that's in, right? Like, but you think about it, it's crazy to know how many people might just turn the game on Christmas Day and watch it, and just like I'm going to watch it, but that's because I can lay around, watch football all day, and have good food. Because again, it's just small little Christmas here, but like it's just crazy to see what the world is looking at for football now. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, and I mean it's all over the place. There's deals on Netflix. There's things happening with Prime, and sports is becoming a little bit more accessible to the masses. And I don't see why not. These parties that people put together, these Christmas Day the gatherings and everything. And then of course you got a lot of people who don't necessarily celebrate Christmas. They'll watch football, but they don't necessarily celebrate Christmas. It's not in their religion, or it's just not their thing. They don't have family here, whatever it is. But you know what? They don't mind sitting around watching some football. And why not? Why not watch some football on Christmas? I think it'll be delightful. I'm looking forward to it. I know the Commanders are in one of those games, and despite our very shitty season, I'm still going to watch and support. But Andre, I know you've got some. Oh, yeah, I know.
But you were speaking of Boxing Day. You know what the best thing about Boxing Day is?
What's that?
At least here in Canada, it's the start of the World Juniors, baby. World Junior Hockey starts on the 26th this month, and we've got the camp. We got the camp roster right now for Canada. I just want to go over a few people that are there. You've got a bunch of people. Majority of the players that are at the campus here have already been drafted by NHL teams. They got Montreal has Michael Haig there. These are a lot of players that are still playing in the junior system that have been drafted. Tijik Gilna is there. Lots of great players there. Carter Bear, Brandon Coots, like just some studs. This roster looks insane. The goaltending right now, Carter George, Jack Ivankovic, and Joshua Ravensburg, which is probably, being that they only have 3 goalies at camp, that'll be because usually they only take 2, but sometimes they do risk it and go with a third. It could be 3. But it'll be interesting to see what they do this year, because in past years when they've only gone with 2, it's been very risky when certain goaltenders have gotten hurt, and it's just a big giant risk. Again, I'm very much looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite tournaments of the year to watch World Juniors, and I will be reporting on that that weekend after, if we do a show on that Christmas weekend or not. I'm pretty sure we will, but it's not really
no days off for me.
No day, Mr. No Days Off right here. So yeah, I'll show up. But
although I will say, Ring Respect lands on Christmas Day this year, so we are pre-taping a special episode for that day. So that will officially be the only day off, but we're still going that extra mile for people, because people like Bobby need their fill, especially with saying featherweight champion Nakajima defended her MLW women featherweight title against Alexis Lee at TJPW. Fantastic news. Love the fact that they're going those directions with MLW. They've been on fire lately, really back to what they used to be. So awesome stuff. So, and back to you, Andre.
But speaking about hockey, let's go into the NHL, because NHL has had some pretty big shakeups in the last few days. Edmonton Oilers, for one, made a very interesting trade, picking up veteran goaltender Tristan Jarry, sending their kind of stud goaltender Stuart Skinner and Brett Kulak to the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange. I like Tristan Jarry. I've been a big fan of Tristan Jarry for a long time. Very good goaltender. I think he's a stud. He's a stud of a goaltender. But I question the move, and the fact that Stuart Skinner has gotten them to help get them to 2 Stanley Cups in a row. I truly feel like it's on the back of Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. Both goaltenders have done a lot for getting that team to where they got them to. But it's a very interesting to send him out, because he's done so well. But again, you're also Tristan Jarry, who is a stud of a goaltender too. You're getting a great goaltender, but you're getting a goaltender that's 3 years older, 3 years more wear and tear on the guy, but a little bit more veteran presence who has played in multiple different places. Again, it's very interesting to see because there's been when I first heard Tristan Jarry coming, I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. Tristan Jarry, great goaltender. But again, then you also look at what he's done. He's not. It's not like he's a Stanley Cup winning goaltender. You kind of got to look at like he hasn't really been there in his career to get to that level. Like he's been with a top team in the Pittsburgh Penguins forever, but he hasn't really gotten to that level with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Where Stuart Skinner's been there twice, but he's been there twice and they failed. So maybe making the change is if they get there again this year, it can show and they win it. That shows that maybe the goaltending was the part of the issue. But then you got to look at if they don't get there this year, which the team has been struggling more than the last couple of years. Again, let's see them get, as she's saying, let's secure a playoff spot first. And can Tristan Jarry get them to the playoff spot? That is the biggest question. And I hope he can because he's a great goaltender, and I think he can do it. And he's a little bit more of a veteran presence in the locker room. I think he's had 2 more years on his deal after this year, so they got him for a couple more years. I'm not sure what Stuart Skinner's contract was, but it must be coming up soon. I think it's coming up soon. So kind of working the deal around again. It's making those choices, and again, not everybody in Edmonton is going to be happy about it, but I think he's a great pickup for the team. But we'll see where it lands come end of season, because again, you got to lock up the playoff spot first, and then see where they go from there.
Awesome. Yeah. So did you want to talk about what happened to your Canadians?
Why do you want me to talk about my team? You're just mean.
I know. I'm horrible. I'm the worst.
Yeah,
I mean, again, it's only an overtime loss. I mean, no big deal, right? It's just to the Rangers.
We still pick up a point, okay? We got a point. But it's the game before that hurts me more. I was thinking of the Tampa Bay game where we got crushed 6-1. That's the one that bothers me more than the 5-4 loss. At least we were competitive and got a point out of it. Dude, great Sox, great team, great player. I literally became a Colorado Avalanche fan for a bunch of years because of Patrick Waugh. So, and I'm not the only one because I know my buddy Adam did the same thing. But the Canadians, they're falling down a little bit. They're not the top of the table again. There's still lots of hockey to be played. Thank you, Bobby.
You're awesome, Bobby.
But again, Montreal is. I will say they are a middle ground team right now. They don't have they have the parts to become to be a top end team if they really push into the right things. But again, we are built as a middle ground team. I truly, as much as I love my team, we're not a Stanley Cup winning team. We're a first to second round team. Sadly, in my opinion, because again, and I love my team, but they're a first to second round team is what they are. It's kind of true. But again, we'll see how the season goes. Again, you never know who gets hot, who gets better. Everybody's better than Vancouver right now because Vancouver is at the bottom of the league, I think, right now. 25 points at the bottom of the goddamn league. They suck. I
mean, SDG is always rooting for those underdogs a lot of the time. He's had a rough couple of years, although I mean his Seahawks not so bad right now.
Yeah, and they're about to crush today because we'll talk about that in a few minutes here. But yeah, when the Vancouver Canucks making a trade, and again, Quinn Hughes is a phenomenal hockey player. You can't deny how good he is, but they got Minnesota's first round pick plus another couple players. So going into this year's next year's draft, they're rocking 2 first round picks. That's a great trade for Quinn Hughes, who's now at 26, I think. I think he's around 26 now. Let me pull him up right now. Hughes, 26 years old, and to pull off the trade they did is good because again, it's a smart trade. You pick up you get other pieces in return in other players. Nobody to me the level of Quinn Hughes, but the first round pick is the biggest goal, the biggest diamond in that thing because again. You're building for the future. This team is a building for the future team because Vancouver's going to have a very high draft pick in their own, and then to pull maybe another middle if Minnesota doesn't do anything insane this year, take a middle like a 14th through 17th round pick or 17th overall pick in the Minnesota Wild possibly, or even possibly higher if they shit up the season, right? Which I don't see them doing, but to get like in the tens pick would be really good. Also having a top pick because then you can get your superstar at number 1 or 2 or 3, whatever, and the 3 and you get there's another first round player in there, but like the pick is I think the biggest point out of all of it because this is a team that's going to be building, and Quinn Hughes, well, great helps that team. I think is better selling that piece off and helping to build the future. Well, Quinn Hughes was brought in to build the team, help build around him and the team. The team has not succeeded, so it's like we're in time for another rebuild. And getting the picks and some young players out of this deal is a very strong, very very strong. So he's saying all 3 were former first round picks from Minnesota. So that again, it's a smart one. Yeah. And as a Vancouver fan, he's saying he's fine with it, and it's a smart move for the team that needs to rebuild. Yeah,
there you go. So getting in my way here, but Andre, I'm sure you got do you have any more news or?
I just got one piece of NFL news,
okay.
but that just leads into our NFL picking. That's really all it's going to do there.
All right, we'll get to that one quick second. I do want to mention that, of course, next week we'll be able to talk about. I'm assuming you're watching the fights on Friday.
The Jake Paul and Jake and Kim Maru's fighting, but I am planning to watch it. Yes.
Okay. So we can do our coverage next Sunday then.
Yes.
Don't think we need to do a special that night or anything like that. Stay up till midnight kind of thing. So no, So expect that next Sunday here on Point of View that we'll be doing a go through of the entire fight card there coming up this Friday from Netflix's next set of rounds.
My breakdown of each fight like I've done.
A breakdown of each fight and then talk about the fixed fight at the end of the night. But anyway, moving on from there, let's go into that NFL news you got before we get to predictions because we got a lot of predictions to get through today.
Yeah. So NFL, the Indianapolis Colts, they are now out of their top 3 quarterbacks. So that might make Bobby make a change here. I don't know if he's going to or not, but I don't know his pick right now.
Actually, you're right on that. Thanks, Andre.
Right now, the Indianapolis Colts. I'm helping you out. Ed, if Ed's screwed, Ed's screwed. But the Indianapolis Colts lost their starter. Anthony Richardson lost his starting position earlier this season. Daniel Jones.
Shut up.
Daniel Jones is now hurt. Daniel Jones is now hurt. Anthony Richardson is hurt. And their third string quarterback who came in to replace is now hurt. Their top 3 quarterbacks are hurt. They have their fourth stringer. They don't have confidence in him. So they have so little confidence in that man as they went out and they signed a man who's been retired for almost 5 years. Hasn't played a down of football since early 2021. Last playing for the Indianapolis Colts, one Mr. Phillip Rivers, who makes his return to the NFL after almost 5 years away at 44 years of age, who wasn't throwing the greatest, still threw well, but wasn't throwing the greatest in his final season. this is going to be an interesting game because they come in against the Seattle Seahawks, STG's team, and it's going to be interesting to see Phillip Rivers. Like, he's looked good in the limited film we've seen him from practice, but again, it's practice. It's not a game. So is Daniel Jones out for the rest of the season? I think Anthony Richardson is out for the rest of the season. I think their third stringer is out for the rest of the season. So if this is Phillip Rivers, if he plays decently here, it's his team for the rest of the year. Oh God, this is. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It's just practice. He's looked good in practice. That's not a game. They're about to get run over by the Seattle Seahawks, in my opinion. The rest of the team is going to have. The rest of the Indianapolis Colts is going to stand up, and the run game is going like. The Seattle defense is going to be defending against our run game today because they are going to be running Jonathan Taylor up through that line repeatedly today because that man is the greatest weapon they have, and he should like. And if he has the rest of the season he has, that man should be the MVP of this league. And the MVP always goes to a quarterback for some weird ass reason. Even on the Saquon Barkley amazing year that he had. I should have went to Saquon, but it didn't. It went to a quarterback. If Anthony Richardson can keep producing if Jonathan Taylor can keep producing the way he produces, this team, he will be MVP. He'll be one of the few non-quarterback MVPs in this league in a long time. And please, God, I want to see that. I want to see this game. I can't wait to watch this game today because it's going to be so interesting to see how Phillip Rivers handles that ball in this game. Does the pressure get to him? Does he have there's obviously, as we would call it in the wrestling game, ring rust, but like gridiron rust, I guess. But it's going to be interesting to watch.
I have Peggy. I've got it running right now. It seems to be working. I don't know. Let me I'll open another screen here and just double check. But is it working for you, Wander?
YouTube. It's my YouTube.
Weird. Very, very weird.
Yeah, weird.
But also, hello to you too, Peggy.
Thanks for letting us turning it off and turning it back on again.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know so we can double check. Yeah.
Peggy, love you.
Oh, and then STG's got to make the 56K connection comment.
Whoa! She just upgraded her rig. She's got all new stuff, but she is on that East Coast internet, that East Coast Canada internet. So it might be it. It might be the East Coast Canada internet.
Too many users. That's what it is. They shoveled too many people into the East Coast, and they all connected them up and expected that it would be okay. And they failed the people. I'm not blaming the people. The companies failed the people out in the East. As we're over here in the West, nobody wants to live out here. It's too fucking cold. Everybody's like, no, we're not living in Saskatchewan. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll get my high-speed internet connections directly to my house because I got nobody to compete with. Love it. Loving every bit of it.
Because we love you, Peggy. Because we love you.
You can throw the shade too, you know. But she uses Shaw Rogers. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. That is a complication for people.
It's Rogers out there because Shaw only existed here in the western part of Canada. It's now part of Rogers. Rogers. Oh, it'd be Rogers if she has it out east. I wonder. Does she have Rogers? Does she have some weird East Coast company internet? I don't know. Maybe it'd be weird. We got to know. Peggy, tell us. What kind of internet do you have?
And STG's rocking the TELUS fiber all day. I'm rocking the high-speed fiber connection from SaskTel.
I'm rocking.
Hey, STG, we can't talk shit. She's got the same as you, bro.
I've got TELUS, not fiber. I've got TELUS, just like cable internet or phone line internet, whatever the hell it is. I have TELUS broadband internet. I don't have great internet. I'm in a very old house. We don't have fiber. In my town, only just got fiber put in parts of the town. It's only just coming into my town.
TELUS non-fiber. Get off my screen, says STG. And STG saying that he does, in fact, like Peggy. In fact, you know what? I'm sure STG and Peggy get along a lot better than with Brett Martinez, who often comes in here. And it's just one of those things.
Bell fiber. She has Bell fiber.
Oh, Bell fiber. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's what it is. That's why.
I don't know. I don't know much about Bell. I can't say anything. Like we have like very minimal selections here. Very minimal selections here. Oh, it's another one owned by Rogers. Okay, now that's where the shade's coming from.
No, Rogers doesn't own Bell. Rogers does not own Bell.
No? Okay.
I'll tell you that for sure. The Rogers does not own Bell.
Somehow this point of view episode has gone into a whole conversation about different fiber optics companies. It's an advertisement for your fiber use. Pay us. We're giving you ads here. All right. Anyway, we should probably get to those NFL predictions is what I'm thinking here, Andre. So let's get straight into the weekly predictions. Starting with game number 1, we got the Browns taking on the Bears. I've taken the Browns. Ed took the Bears in this one.
That's a good.
Please don't say it's a good game. It's more of a like, who do I pick situation.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I literally didn't even look at the standings for this. It's the Browns and Bears, right?
We got 2 votes for the Bears.
I'm going to go Bears because the Bears are a 9-4 team versus a 3-10 Browns. I'm going Bears.
Okay.
As much as I do like how Shadur has been playing, he has shown good stuff. He's playing the Bears, who are fucking rocking it this year. Yeah, and we got Peggy with the Bears. We got SG with the Bears. It's the Bears.
And Bobby with the Bears. It's the Bears. Okay. Well, I guess I'm the only goof going different.
Triple Bears. A triple Bears in the chat. I love it. Yeah. I love how all 3 are agreeing with each other. It's not all contentious and angry because the Emperor's not the Emperor.
The self-proclaimed Emperor of the chat.
Like Emperor with quotations.
All right. Next game up, we got the Ravens taking on the Bengals. Ed and I both took the Ravens this time.
Oh, God, Ravens by a long shot.
Yeah, this one was easy.
Before we continue, I need to update points because you.
Oh, yes.
It was positive
yeah. It's
other people this week, not me.
Not so much you.
So last week, I'm going to go over last week. Myself at 123, Bobby 122, Ed at 121, and the viewers at 109. I'm at 127. I only picked up 4 picks the entire weekend. Bobby having a great weekend with 7 points, came to 120. Ed, 9 points.
Phenomenal.
To 130th. And the viewers picking up 6 points to move to 115. Holy crap. I had a bad week. Like, this is my worst week. I think this is my worst week of them all. I only got 4. Ugh.
That was a rough week for you. Really rough week.
Brutal. Yeah, maybe now that you can all agree on things, you'll be good, but it's not photoshopped. It's literally a picture of me in the background removed. I just look that SCG. I just look that damn good that you think it's Photoshop, but it's just pure me looking tip top. There's no Photoshop on that picture because I just look that damn good, and I had that good of a photographer taking my picture. My boy Dave. Shout out to Dave.
All right. Well, we had 2 votes in the chat for the Ravens. STG, are you gonna choose to stick with the others or be that different person and get beat by the get outvoted anyway? He went Bengals?
Yeah, gross. Yeah, but Ravens by a long shot. He went Bengals. He said Bengals before they even said Ravens.
Oh, he did too. Never mind. He is the odd man out. Okay, well, too bad for you, STG, because you're getting the Ravens.
Ravens.
All right, next up, we got the Chargers taking on the Chiefs. Ed and I have both gone Chiefs on this one.
That's actually an interesting game. Chargers and Chiefs are coming on the kind of like a comeback right now. I'm gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go Chargers because I think they're the better team here. Like the Chiefs are a phenomenal team, but I think the Chargers got this.
Yeah,
I'm going Chargers. I'm going to go crazy.
You're the odd man out here because again, across the board with the chat, no coin flips required. They're going Chiefs. Andre going Chargers. Maybe it will be favorable to you. Maybe it won't. Either way,
it might be my Falcons that Ed had, like, who put him into first place when he picked the Falcons, and the rest of us did not pick the Falcons. So
either way, we're going to have a jump in points somewhere along this path for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right, up next, we got the Bills taking on the Patriots. I've selected the Bills. Ed took the Patriots.
Oh, I'm conflicted here. Drake May, Patriots. Let's go Patriots. Oh, we got 2 Bills. We got 2 Bills already.
We got like across the board. It's Bills.
It's Bills cross
it's
board.
Bills for the chat.
I'm gonna go with Ed on this one. I'm gonna go Patriots. The Patriots have the bet. It's a close. Yes, it is a close matchup right now. Because again, you have an 11-2 Patriots versus the 9-4 Bills. That's going to be a shootout. That game is going to be absolutely stellar. The only problem is I'm probably not going to watch it because I'll be watching Phillip Rivers hopefully shit the bed in Indianapolis and let that team fall down the tubes. But
all right, well, yeah, it will be close. We'll see what the results are. How about when the Commanders take on the Giants? And I chose the Commanders, but believe it or not, so did Ed this week.
I'm going Commanders.
Damn. This is the first time I've heard 3 votes for the Commanders all season.
The Giants, it's mainly because the Giants are a complete shit show, but I also just wouldn't pick the Giants over the Commanders, even in a bad season. Oh, we got 1-1 right now.
Ooh,
we got 2 other people still to hear from.
Oh, we got 2 Commanders. 2 Commanders. Are we getting another vote? We get another vote, or are we gonna call it? We're gonna have to call it in a second.
We're going for across, baby.
Yeah, it's there. That's 3-1. So we got to go Commanders. And that's the Commanders across the board. That has not happened all fucking season. That is wild, very wild, crazy. Well, I hope we pick up a first win in a long ass time today. That would be great.
I kind of hope I hope the Giants will win just for STG to be like, see you fuckers or something, like just to be like just to be able to yell at us.
I'm praying. Like Commanders need this so desperately right now.
Oh,
so
God,
please,
so badly.
No.
So badly.
All right, up next, it's the Raiders taking on the Eagles. Ed and I have both selected the Eagles in this game.
Eagles. And if you guys don't pick the Eagles, Peggy's going to be very mad.
I'm just going to write Eagles in there. Nobody's going to vote against the Empress, are they? Eagles,
yes,
Eagles. Yeah, okay, move on. That did not take long. Thank you, chat. Let's move on. Next, we got the Jets taking on the Jaguars. Ed and I both went Jaguars here.
Oh, Jaguars.
Yeah. Seemed like another easy pick this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jags. 2 for the Jags, 1 more Jags, and then we'll see. Third one seals it. STG hates picking AEW. Oh, I think secretly deep down you have a little bit of warmth for them.
Pick AEW. Pick AEW like you should.
He's one of those guys that it's like he says he hates them, but then he probably flips to the results online and then he goes and checks out a few things on YouTube. I bet you if we checked his YouTube feed, there's a lot more AEW shit on there than what he's leading on. But we're going to call it here 4, 3, 2. Do we have enough checks?
Yeah, because you got Bob, Zach, and Peggy all picking Eagles. So
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I missed one of them. So yeah. Oh no, sorry, the all Eagles. Right. So Jags. Yeah, I guess we have to go. They only got 2 Jags picks and 1 Jets pick. So yeah, you gotta have to go with the Jags here.
Okay.
Yeah, because you watch the TV, so you don't need to look up results. I get it, HGG. You watch AEW. We all understand. You're a big fan of AEW. We get it. You love watching it. You love watching it live. I get it.
I'm certain of it. Next up, we got the Cardinals taking on the Texans. I've gone Texans. Ed went Cardinals. Andre, you sticking with your team?
I'm scared.
I mean, Ed had good picks last week. I mean, maybe you want to jump on that bandwagon there. I mean, the chat took no time to go all Texans.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Andre? Are you going to turn on your team? Are you going to backstab them? Are you going to take the opposition?
Cardinals.
You're reluctantly taking the Cardinals. Love it. Attaboy. All right,
perfect. You've taken some reluctant Commanders picks this year. I'm taking this reluctantly because this is an 8-5 Jaguar or Texans team versus my 3-10 Cardinals.
Now you know how I feel when I pick the Commanders every week.
Fuck. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Up next.
Ed's had a horseshoe up his ass his last 2 weeks, so he's got something going on.
He's got some sort of mystery pick partner.
I feel like he knows the future now.
Yeah.
He's opening crystal ball up. I don't know.
He's got an inside source somewhere. Somebody's fixing games for Ed.
I think they are. I think they're fixing it so he can win a random internet picks thing.
That's right. He doesn't want to have to do 2 ice bucket challenges.
Because win or lose for Ed, he has to do an ice bucket challenge, win or lose, because he still owes his from last year. Yeah. So either way, win or lose the season, he's doing an ice bucket challenge this winter. So it's still satisfying. If he wins, it's still satisfying.
You and I paid up our one from last year, but we'll see what was another one this year.
That was a very cold day.
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
Mine was in Mel's backyard.
I went just out near behind my house in the walking paths to do mine, and it was a good balmy -28 with the wind chill. It was in the -30s. Like it was cold.
It was brutal.
All right. Let's see how you guys pick when it comes to the Packers taking on the Broncos. Ed and I have both gone Packers in this one.
Oh, you guys picked against the Broncos.
We did.
I'm gonna go Broncos here. I'm gonna be different here. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad path to go. I pondered this one for a while. FTG. I really did ponder. I
knew I liked you. SGD.
Oh, we're 1 for 1. Oh, 2 for 1 for the Broncos. Ooh.
It comes down to the stats, man.
The stats went Packers.
It's a tie.
We got to go to the coin for the first time.
First coin of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
So we got to say what it is. Oh, you didn't say what it is. Oh, so we're going. Let's go heads Packers. Heads Packers, tails Broncos.
All right. Packers it is. Yep. That's the first coin of the day. That's pretty good. It's
not too shabby.
Because you get the extra picks, so you have the extra people picking, so it can be a lot more chance to be a majority.
Yeah. All right, up next, we've got the Lions are taking on the Rams. I've gone Lions. Ed's gone Rams on this one.
Ooh, Lions and Rams. I need to look at some stats here. I need to look at the stats like Bobby Stats does.
You need your own personal stats, man.
Who'd you go with?
I went with the Lions, I think. Or didn't I? No. Yes, I did. Yeah, I went Lions. Ed went Rams. We got 2 votes.
I'm going to go Lions. I'm going with you. I'm going Lions.
Yeah, and Lions looks like the win for the chat.
We already 3 Lions picks. Oh, and yeah. Peggy alone picking the Rams.
Oh, sorry Peggy. You got beat 3-1 on this one. All right, next up we got Panthers taking on fuck the Saints. Ed and I obviously went Panthers.
Okay. The Panthers are technically winning their division right now. They have the tiebreaker. They have the better spot over the Buccaneers right now. They're 7-6, with the Buccaneers are 7-7.
Yeah, STG, they won a game, like a game.
Oh, so we got one. Oh my God! It comes down to Bobby's stats.
The Saints right now. Oh my God! It
comes down to Bobby's stats right now.
Is Bobby going to tie it up, or is he going to go with Saints?
Oh, no, Bobby Stats. You could make his day or make his day worse. Oh my God, no way.
He's going Panthers. It's a tie.
It's going to the
coin flip.
At least
Okay,
this
so
way you're gonna feel a little better. So head Saints, tails Panthers. Come on, tails. Come on, tails. Come on, tails. Come on, tails. Oh no!
Think of the Saints. Oh. Enjoy, chat.
I'm so sorry, Bobby and Peggy, about that. I'm very sorry.
The coin is the coin. What are you gonna do?
Next year, can't wait for to have a coin. To have the coin, we're gonna flip it on screen every show.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much fun to have a coin picks.
All right, next game up, we got the Titans taking on the 49ers. Ed and I have both gone 49ers.
49ers.
Seemed like an easy pick.
Are crazy this year, man. I'm looking at the stats line, man. Like, it's crazy how the divisions are stacking up in the NFC.
STG, great. We still got to go to a vote here, my friend, because, we got 49ers, but we've also got Titans.
Oh, comes down to Peggy.
Does Peggy go 49ers, or does she tie this up for a coin flip? We need like a drum roll on here for when these situations come up, eh? Just like drum roll, please. Oh, I got ad. Oh, okay. Peggy had ad. So it's the 49ers taking on the Titans. It's 2 votes in the chat for the 49ers, 1 for the Titans. And it's down to you, Peggy. Either you tie it up for the coin flip or you go 49ers and we move on to the next one. 49ers. Okay, we're moving on.
Yay! Good job, Peggy.
Next, we got the Colts, who we talked about earlier in the show, taking on the Seahawks. And thanks to Andre's new comments, I now picked the same as Ed with the Seahawks, and I'm assuming the chat is going to go the same.
Seahawks, because Phillip Rivers is not going to be able to lead an amazing, because if they're winning this, it's on the back of Jonathan Taylor. It's going to be on the back of Jonathan Taylor. I agree with STG in this one situation. Seahawks next.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's 3 votes up there already. You had 4. It's across the board. There we go. It's 4 across the board.
It's 4 across. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. But yeah, not surprised.
Perfect. Next up for the last Sunday game, we got the Vikings, the Vikingos, taking on the Cowboys. Ed and I have both gone Cowboys. What you gonna do, Andre?
I know what SCG's not gonna pick.
But will the chat go with them? That's the question.
I'm gonna go for Kingos. I'm going Vikings. Screw it.
Oh. Did you see the comment?
I do.
Did you see the comment?
And SCG, I am disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in you. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ed wants to know what the standings. You want to throw those back on screen for him?
We will in a second. We have 1 possible vote left. That could bring it to a coin. It's all on Zach here.
No. Cowboys.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah. Sad. It's Cowboys. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's all Cowboys.
It's all Cowboys.
First one. I apologize. We got Malone with the Vikingos. Oh, here, Ed, if you want to know your points. So last week we had myself at 123, Bobby 122, you at 121, and the viewers at 109. I only got 4 points. Went to 127. 7 points for Bobby Stats at 129. You picked up 9 points to go to 130, and the viewers got 6 points to 115.
And remember, I'm Bobby Munson. Bobby Stats is in the chat.
Oh, Bobby Munson. Sorry, my brain. Dude, we've been talking Bobby Stats so much, I said Stats. I apologize. I am not Photoshopped. There is no Photoshop. I am just that shiny. I'm sorry, I'm just that shiny. At good lighting, right. I'm very shiny. I can give you the original picture if you want. You can see I'm just as shiny in my original picture.
Curious to know who everyone's got for Monday Night Football. It's the Dolphins taking on the Steelers. I've gone Dolphins. Ed went Steelers.
Oh, God. Dude, a 6-7 third place team in the AFC East, in the Dolphins, versus a 7-6 first place team in the AFC North. Isn't that fucked if they're 1 game apart and one's in third, one's in first?
And we have a tie in the chat.
Okay.
We're going to the coin. We're going to the coin.
I'm going to flip a coin before I make my pick.
All right. It's head Steelers, tails Dolphins. Chat's going with the Steelers.
All right. That's to make a pick, don't I?
Which side are you joining? My side or everybody else's side, Andre? What are you going to do?
Dolphins.
All right.
Don't like it, but I did it. I don't like either. I don't want to pick either team, honestly. I don't like either team.
That's a very fair assessment. But we have to pick. Just like we have to pick in the Rams and the Seahawks for Thursday night football. I've gone Seahawks. Ed's gone Rams. Yes, STG. Ed picked the Rams over the Seahawks.
Ooh, what a jerk. Tough pick. Seahawks.
All right.
And the Seahawks across the board in the chat, too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ed solo on this pick.
With it, but yeah. Again, he did that with the Falcons, and he was very right on the Falcons Thursday night game. He was very right on that one. So,
all right. And then we have got ourselves the 2 Saturday games this week. First up, it's the Packers taking on the Bears. Ed and I have both gone Packers in this one.
Bears.
All right.
Rawr. What even is a Packer? What even is a Packer?
Someone who works in a warehouse filling product into boxes and shipping it out. They pack things up.
Now all I can think is South Park, man. When they find out Tom Cruise works as a fudge packer.
Let's not, and say that we started
works as a fudge packer in a factory packing fudge.
Anyways, let's find out who we've got when it's the Eagles taking on the Commanders. I've gone with the Commanders again. Eagles for Ed.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, 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 Eagles. I don't want to sing the rest of the song. Eagles.
By the time yeah, Eagles. Okay.
Being that Peggy was last, I knew it wasn't going to go to a coin flip because I know she's going to pick her Eagles. So
as soon as I started reading that and realizing who the last pick was, all right, yeah, we know. All right, everything's locked in. We're going to have a lot to go over next week. And of course, next week's going to have our Christmas Day selections as well, too. So it's going to be a very interesting week here next Sunday on Point of View, but we are going to call it a day here so everybody can get on with their wonderful Sunday. But before we do, we're going to throw Andre's cool little ticker up on the screen. He's going to tell you what he's got coming up and where to find him next.
You can find me back here next Sunday on POV. I'll be chatting more sports, talking that. Maybe even wearing my Griswold family Christmas sweater because it'll be our pre-Christmas edition. So I'll wear my Griswold family Christmas sweater, kind of like this, but it's my Griswold family Christmas show sweater. So coming out when does Fire and Ash come out?
Technically next weekend. Like this Friday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is.
Yeah. So weird thing that Marvel is doing is you're going to have 4 different versions of the Doomsday trailer that's going to be playing each week for 4 weeks. Whenever they leak online, a combination of myself, Peggy, and Ed, we'll be back to review those trailers, or maybe we'll wait just till all 4 out and review them all. I don't know. We haven't made a decision. We thought we were just going to be coming back to talk about the trailer. But now we're going to be 4. We have to figure out what the hell we're doing. we will be talking about that trailer. So Marvel Talk will be back to talk for another reaction show to talk about the trailer for what will be one of the biggest movies coming out next Christmas. But yeah, so we'll be back in Marvel Talk at some point. But I will be back over on Backbreaker Video with the Pop Spot returns after about 3 weeks away. Three and a half weeks away, because we'll be coming back with an episode, because I'm going on the 19th to see Top Talent Pro Wrestling Saves Christmas Part 4. Featuring the Wet Bandits versus Santa Claus and Kevin McAllister. It's not the real Kevin McAllister. It's somebody playing Kevin McAllister. But again, Wet Bandits versus Santa and Kevin McAllister on that show. Very much looking forward to that. And yeah, I'll be back on their possible. That'll be coming out next week sometime. Probably on the Sunday or Monday next weekend. So maybe after next week's show, it might be coming out. But yeah, lots of great content coming out from me, and I'll be back to see you guys next week.
Fantastic. That's where you can find Andre. As for myself, ticker down below is going to take you to all my social media and what I've got coming up for you this Thursday night. Myself and Pop Smokes are back with Trivia Night on Ring Respect Radio. So make sure you're joining us in the chat, or for those who usually join us on screen Thursday night for Ring Respect Radio's Wrestling Trivia Night. You can catch me back here next week with Andre, maybe Ed if he's around, right on Point of View, talking about your week in sports and giving our NFL predictions leading into that Christmas season, as we said, with those NFL Christmas Day picks. And of course, every Saturday over on the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube channel, you can catch myself and Papa Smokes as part of your commentary team calling the match, with a new match coming out every Saturday. But the shows you're watching, like this one, can all be found over on our local establishment. That ticker down below is going to take you to all of our social media, where you're going to find out about all new releases that we have and interact with us about anything that you're enjoying from our shows or from the world of pop culture as well too. We appreciate it. If you found any value in this show or any other shows here on the channel, if you take a moment to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, click the notification bell, and if you're watching on replay, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. What was the biggest news for you this week in sports, and what were your NFL predictions? I want to check those out in the chat. Let us know. But that's going to be it for myself and Andre here on Point of View. Thank you, everybody who was in the chat and did all great things today, playing along, and we will see you in 1 week's time. Take care, everybody.